Hello and welcome to CSRA CSX Cup Series Racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the second race of Season 2. We're coming back here after a fuel mileage finish at Mid-Ohio. We're here for some good old-fashioned Atlanta racing on this old, worn-out surface. Should be a wild one today, as these cars get very, very loose and hard to control here at Atlanta with the old track surface. And there's quite a few favorites in the field here today. So, one of them right here is Greg Bauer in the number 4 car, starting in the second position, to the outside of Scott McMurray in the 1 car. Who else are you thinking today, Dylan?
The 78 of Anthony May was really strong in practice and qualifying. He almost had to go to a backup car. He lost it off 4 during practice, but fortunately for that team, they didn't lose their starting position. They were able to keep their third spot. The 79 of Liam Haley, last week's winner on a fuel mileage win, looking really strong here today, as well as the 82 of David Potter.
Yeah, Liam Haley's another good car here. If he could go back-to-back, that would be a great start to his season and really cement him as the early championship favorite. Another car that I'm looking at is another Frontier motor. That'd be the 77 car, Chris Gates. Underdog here. We haven't seen much of him so far this season. Mid-Ohio, he didn't do amazing, but he currently resides in, let's take a look here. Currently resides in... Looks like, looking at the point standings here, he currently resides in 21st. So, not the greatest of starts to a season, but, I mean, in a Frontier engine, he could turn that around pretty quickly, and he's starting pretty close to the front. Another car to look at is the 19 car, Wyatt Arruda. Very fast in practice and qualifying. So, they might be, watch out for them as well in the West Point Railroad car. And with that, the command to fire engines.
24 of Matt Parks looked strong yesterday. Unfortunately, lucked out. Not yesterday. A Monday at Mid-Ohio. Unfortunately, lucked out early. You do. Due to the surprisingly moist surface, despite the work put in by the track crews. Looking for redemption here today at Atlanta.
Yeah, Matt Parks, early favorite. We picked him at the beginning of that race to do well, and the track was just so wet. Was not used to it at all. Slid right off in the keyhole. So he's looking for redemption here as they roll off onto the back straightaway. Today we're doing 82 laps on this old surface. These guys should have to pit 3 or 4 times during the race. So who knows? This could turn out to be another fuel mileage race if drivers can get correctly timed cautions. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of strategies are put at play here at Atlanta. And one thing Atlanta's famous for is that old abrasive track surface. The repave and reconfiguration happening this season. The reconfiguration may not be necessary in many people's opinions, but the repave definitely was. So it'll be interesting to see this last race on the old surface as they come out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air here at Atlanta.
Gets a good jump into turn 1. We will see multi-groove racing though. Several grooves to do the turns at this track. So you can get a big run off 2, but it's harder to get stopped for 3.
Yeah, Scott McMurray, huge restart for him. As you have Anthony May and Wyatt Arruda battling for second there. It looks like Arruda's going to get the spot as they come off of 4. Scott McMurray will lead lap 1. Now Wyatt Arruda guarding the outside line. You see the 15 car. That's Noah Winston.
Back in the field.
Yeah, that's 3 wide. That's Chris Gates. We mentioned him earlier. He's got a good shot today in that Frontier motor, and he's already up to 3rd place. But it looks like that position's going to be taken.
As well as the 77.
Dustin McBride in that 17 car.
Position early on.
Looks like Dustin McBride is a man on a mission, but not quite, as he'll drift up to the outside. That'll enable the 47 car of Aaron Richards to come up and swoop by to take the position. Now Zach Miller in the 21 car on the inside. Pack racing appears to be the theme here at the beginning of today's race as they cross the line yet again.
Here comes the 69 of Andrew Crafton. New paint scheme for him, the Based Farms Dodge. He's going to get shuffled out. And here comes the 76 of Michael Julino.
Yeah, Based Farms is a proud partner of the CSRA CSX Cup Series. Proud partner of CSX as well. Great to have them on a car. Now here comes the 76 car of Michael Julino. Once again, that's another Frontier motor that we haven't talked about much, but he's showing his face out front as he drifts to the high side. Now you look at Aiden Davis on the outside line in the AC rail paint scheme. Russell Sissons behind him. Russell Sissons, he was good here last season throughout all the chaos. I believe he got wrecked out, though, so he's looking for redemption as he leads the middle line. Looks like we had some cars in the wall back there.
207 miles an hour across the line for the one of Scott McMurray. That shows you just how fast this track is.
Yeah. Atlanta with these cars with high horsepower, because since we're smart, we run the high horsepower low downforce package. These cars can just open it up and fly down the straightaways as you go into 1 and 2. Now there in the 65, Carson Reed drifting up to the outside. Jack Wilson on the inside in the 74 car. He had to pit on lap 1 at Mid-Ohio, so today he's really looking for a better run. But Scott McMurray in the 1 car has been able to stay away from the pack this entire race and maintain the lead. But it looks like the pack is catching him. They're only 2/10 back.
3 wide. A 23. You have Jace Myers looking to make something happen in the middle.
Yeah, Nick Light leading that lane. He's going to go down and block the 54 car of Ray Dillon. Ray Dillon almost pulled off that fuel mileage miracle at Mid-Ohio, and there goes Jack Wilson way up to the outside. Had to check up and lose a lot of position to come on to lap 9. 47 drifted up a little bit, isn't giving Matt Quartz a lot of room. Is Ryan Gallagher, well, looks like Aaron Richards is just going to pull up to the high side, so that will give Ryan Gallagher the spot. Aaron Richards is going to block, and he'll maintain 3rd place for now, as Nick Light is on the bumper of Scott McMurray. Now it looks like Ryan Gallagher and Aaron Richards are starting to draft and catch up, but Ryan Gallagher's looking outside. Nick Light looking to the inside through 1 and 2. Can he make something happen? Down the back straightaway, he'll slide back and wide.
Get there this time.
Tommy Hoffman in the 44.
Now.
We saw him try to make a move, but he ended up going back in line as well. Now he has Jordan Harding behind them, so now you got 4 cars ahead of the pack. So a lot closer of a race for the lead. Scott McMurray is going to continue to pull away. He clearly has the best car early on. All that clean air has definitely helped. And you see how far cars have filtered back already. This is starting to run more like a plate track with how fast these guys are going, trying to draft and get as much speed as possible. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Liam Haley, he leading the inside now. How he's going to take 3rd away from Jordan Harding.
Yeah, he slides up in front of the 89 there, going down to the inside. Nick Light trapped in the middle.
To get the outside to work.
Oh, and cars, pit road. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what's happening. So Scott McMurray is going to lead the field down, or at least part of it, these early pitters. Nick Light is going to lead lap 12 after he stayed out on track. Scott McMurray rolling into the front pit stall. Let's see who else pits this time. 2 cars stay out there. It looks like Aaron Rodgers and Tommy Hoffman. So now cars are starting to exit pit road as Nick Light, Jordan Harding, and a few other cars are diving in. A lot closer coming out. Oh, Scott McMurray got loose. Scott McMurray got a little bit loose there as he comes off of pit lane. Liam Haley hot on his heels. Now back to the pit lane camera. More cars down pit road this time. I believe that would be everybody.
Now, how is pit strategy? How are pit stops going to affect the racing we've seen so far for this race? Are they going to be more spread out, or are they going to bunch right back up as laps wind on?
Well, we'll see what happens. Let's have a look at Scott McMurray as he comes through 1 and 2 here. Oh, Jack Wilson and Ryan Gilligan making contact down there. It looks like Nick Light's going to get the lead. It looks like Guy Gooden and Jordan Harding might be able to maintain position, or at least fight for it. Not quite, but they'll slide in behind the 1 car in the 79, as now their main order of business is chasing down the 35 car, who's way out ahead at this point. There goes Jay Rogers.
Here comes 79 of Liam Haley looking the inside of Scott McMurray.
Oh, it looks like he's going to have the advantage. The dominant car that we saw earlier, that thing must be terrible in dirty air because he's already starting to lose that position. Is Liam Haley going to clear him coming off the straightaway? He will. Now Jordan Harding and Carson Reed getting real close here. Looks like they might make a move. As Scott McMurray is going to dive to the inside, try and get that position back from Liam Haley.
On Haley.
They're starting to catch that 35 car. They're going a lot faster. They're drafting. Yeah, they're all drafting now. They're going 2 by 2. Now it looks like they're 3 wide coming down the straightaway, but Scott McMurray was able to block that 79 car. Jordan Harding looking to the inside, going to make it 3 wide through 1 and 2.
3 wide.
Trap Scott McMurray way up there, got him out of the groove. Carson Reed's going to take the 2nd position now with Jordan Harding looking. Still 3 wide through 3 and 4. Off of 4, Jordan Harding maintains 2nd position. Carson Reed on the outside as they slowly catch up to Nick Light. It appears the 76 car, Michael Giolino, has caught them, and he's going to try and make a pass on Scott McMurray. Man, that car has completely faded ever since the dominance that we saw at the very beginning of this race. Now Nick Light's leading, but based on how fast they're catching him, I do not think Nick Light has the dominant car, as Jordan Harding is going to make a move to the inside. This is going to be an interesting battle for the lead we see up here. Into 1 and 2 now. Jordan Harding on the inside, little faster. He outbraked the 35 car. Is the 35 going to get enough of the run off of 1 and 2 here to catch him? Down the back straightaway, they're neck and neck. Into 3 and 4. Jordan Harding was on the brakes a little late there. Nick Light got loose. And Jordan Harding is going to clear him and take the position as they come on to lap 20. Or sorry, 19. No, sorry, 20. Scott McMurray looking low. He's back to 2nd. Maybe that car wasn't so terrible in dirty air after all. Jordan Harding trying his best to pull away, but these guys are keeping him within 2/10. And it looks like Jordan Harding might be pulling away a little bit here. They might be a little too aggressive in that 2nd pack there. Harding continues to lead as they're 2 by 2 by 2. And Carson Reed trying to make a move on the 89. Is he going to do it here? He peeks his nose to the inside. Is he going to get him on the straightaway? Down the backstretch as they're 3 wide back in the field. Carson Reed dives into 3 and 4. On the brakes way late. And out of 4, he will clear the 89 car. A couple new faces in that 2nd pack there. You have the 02 of Richard Smith and the 97 car of Aiden Davis. Talked about Aiden Davis earlier in the race.
Oh! Well, they almost got into it at the very back of the. Looked like the 76 got into the wall. Almost took out the 35. I might have that backwards, but they kept it going.
Man, that's the thing about Atlanta. You can just lose the car just like that. And the 02 might be about to here, as you saw him slide up there while he was trying to make a move in the middle. Thought better of it. Now he's going to file in the line. Is he going to try something again here? He's got the 97 on his inside, and Jordan Harding is hugging the middle line. Liam Haley in the lead, but Harding with the run. Who's going to lead this lap? Liam Haley.
35 is going to get to the inside of the 97.
Oh, and they're about to make it 4 wide. Scott McMurray to the inside. Oh, and he thought better of it. He thought better of it. He backed off. Oh, Jordan Harding, slow car. 35 gave him a little tap there, and now cars are diving down pit road. Jordan Harding continues to lead. Let's swap to our pit lane camera. So we see several cars dive down. And you see that pack there? Oh my gosh, they were 3 wide through the turn. So we've seen the field here kind of dissolve into a few cars on their own and then 3 miniature packs. And this pit strategy might shake it up even more as we see Scott McMurray dive into his last pit stall. I think Nick Light did pull away a little bit, but he must have taken 2 tires or something because they caught up real quick. So I think the strategy that these guys are on right here might be the superior strategy as the rest of the cars dive onto pit road. And it looks like Liam Haley is going to win the race off pit road with Aiden Davis close behind. Scott McMurray is going to roll off a little later with the 29 car of Greg Gonzalez wearing those CSX honoring our armed forces paint job there. You see Jordan Harding come off of pit road, formerly your leader. Currently, Russell Sissons is leading the race. So they come off pit road. So your current leader is Aiden Davis. Must have gotten a much better pit exit than the 79 did. Into 1 and 2, all by his lonesome. But there might be a few cars that slide up in front of him here. It looks like Jordan Harding is going to be one of them. Yeah, it looks like Jordan Harding is going to come out in front of him. And by a relative margin, too. I'd say that's about 3 or 4 tenths.
97 looking.
Man.
Aiden Davis to the inside and 1 and 2.
He passed him just like that. The 89 must have took 2. Oh, 3 wide. They're going to thread the needle past Carson Reed in the 65 car. That was tight.
Carson Reed came up on the track to make the corner, and the 97-89 barely made it past him without wadding it up.
So it appears the 41 is currently your leader. But he just came off of pit road, so that would make Aiden Davis your leader here officially. You see Liam Haley and Carson Reed battling back there. They barely thread the needle. Let's take a look at a replay of that. So we rewind here. Let's have a look here. So you see Carson Reed comes off of the pit lane. And then they just had to thread the needle. Barely gave Jordan Harding any room coming through that corner. And then
he barely got through.
Yeah, and Aiden Davis cleared him just like that. But as we come back to present time, Jordan Harding's right on his bumper. So Jordan Harding either took 2 or Aiden Davis is just the GOAT, and we haven't realized it yet as they come on to lap 31. Jordan Harding looking low. Looks like Davis got loose. And Harding is going to look to the inside. Can he make the pass? Can he clear that 97 car? Not quite. But he's going to glide into the corner here. He's got the run. Can he just make it work? Yes, he will. He will clear the 97 car, but the 97 has a good run. It looks like Harding's got him, though. And Carson Reed, too, going to follow right behind the 89 in his draft. And now he's looking for the lead. Into 3 and 4. Carson Reed dives in there.
The lap of Greg Bauer going to come into this. They're catching him quick.
That could be a factor. That could make this race for the lead really interesting. 3 wide coming down. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Liam Haley almost did it. He thought better. But he's going to look to the inside now as Reed gets loose. That seems to be a common theme. There must be a bump in 1 and 2 there because cars are just diving in there on the inside and then getting loose and enabling a car to poke down there and pass him. Now we're seeing Carson Reed take the middle here, and Liam Haley's going to glide by with Jordan Harding right on his bumper. Not quite going to clear Carson Reed, though, as they get real close to Greg Bauer. What's going to happen coming into 1 and 2 here? Is Bauer going to move out of the way? Jordan Harding looking to the inside. Down the back straightaway, Greg Bauer in front of all of them. Looks like 3 and 4 is where whatever's gonna happen will happen. Not quite, though. The dirty air doesn't look like it's doing Liam Haley much good to be in his dirty air. So they come down the straightaway with a huge run. Greg Bauer trying to stay on the lead lap just in case there's a caution. He would be the lucky dog if there was, but it looks like he's gonna move out of the way. Not quite, and Liam Haley almost spun off the bumper of the 89 as they come into 3 and 4. Oh, the 89 got caught up in the 4's dirty air. That's going to put him all the way in the back. Liam Haley continues to lead.
Davis is going to go back to the lead.
Not quite. Not quite at the line. Carson Reed looking low now. Yeah, Liam Haley tried to make that high line work. Really didn't, as Aiden Davis is now your leader, but Carson Reed is fighting for it. And it looks like Carson Reed's going to get it coming out of 4. Yeah, across the start-finish line, Carson Reed is your new leader. Actually, wait, no, never mind. Leaderboard being the leaderboard. Jordan Harding going to side draft the 97 car, give him no room, as the 97 is going to have to stick to the middle, and that is going to allow everybody to just glide right by. Liam Haley way on the inside across the start-finish line. As they go into 1 and 2. See that second pack behind him, about 2.5 seconds. Appears they ran about 0.3 faster this lap than they did last lap. Or sorry, 0.03. If it was 0.3, they'd be catching him. Oh, Liam Haley loose. Almost made it 3 wide back there. And it looks like they're going to dive down to pit lane. So more pit stops today. Let's have a look at our pit lane cam. These cars must have dime-sized fuel tanks. As they roll down pit road with Liam Haley leading them down. What happened to Scott McMurray? Oh, there he is. As he comes into this front pit box.
He must have had a bad entry. He was strong earlier in this race, but he has fallen back quite a bit as the race has gone on.
All right, coming off of pit road, Liam Haley's going to win the race off pit road, it looks like, with Aiden Davis hot in his heels, and Scott McMurray will come out. Oh. Okay, now I think I see why Scott McMurray's getting passed on pit road. He has to do a weird maneuver there to get out of the way. So I think that's what's been Scott McMurray's problem. He's probably getting passed right now. So you see more cars filter onto pit road. Now, this race so far, we've had a very nice race for the lead, but not a lot of cars bunched up. But what happened last race is there was a caution, and as they say, cautions breed cautions, and it was just a madhouse after that. So we'll see if we can replicate that in today's race as more cars dive down to pit lane back there. Now let's catch up to your leaders. That would be the 79 car of the 89 car. No, make that the 79 now. Into 1 and 2.
The 89 almost forcing the 97 into the wall.
Liam Haley has a comfortable lead now, but I think with draft help, Jordan Harding can overcome that. Oh, and the lap car. There's that too. That made Liam Haley had to come up out of his groove there, and that's going to give Jordan Harding a nice advantage here, as he's just going to make that time up real quick. It looks like these guys aren't the complete front runners. Sorry, go ahead.
97 of Aiden Davis getting hung out to dry by the 4 Greg Bauer hogging the inside.
65 appears to be another car that just came off of pit road, slowed down the 4. He's going to filter back into 4th. Let's see what our standings are coming across the start-finish line. This time, 79 is now your leader. After some pit tomfoolery, he's going to glide up to the outside, allowing Jordan Harding to come by and pass him. Like I said, I think there's a bump in 1 and 2 because cars on the inside keep just getting loose and then enabling somebody else to poke around and grab that position. So there's definitely something up with the inside line in 1 and 2.
The old abrasive service of Atlanta. Bumps have formed over the years since this track's last repave in the early 2000s, late 90s. So a bump isn't exactly out of the question.
Yeah, 3 wide almost down the back straightaway, and Greg Bauer, who isn't even fighting for position, was about to dive down and make it 3 wide, but he thought better of it. Into 1 and 2, Greg Bauer is going to pass Jordan Harding. But now Carson Reed is going to look on the inside there. Carson Reed is now your leader. And it looks like they're going to make it 3 wide. Aiden Davis on the way low line there in the AC rail car. Three wide down the front straightaway. Very nice look as they come into 1 and 2. It's like they're in formation. And it looks like they might go 4 wide here. Okay, not quite. But they almost did there. Liam Haley was about to make it happen. He's got Jordan Harding pushing, and they're looking to make a run for the lead. So they go down to the inside. Across the line. New leader, 79. And he's going to hit that bump. And now Jordan Harding is going to look on the inside. It's the same thing. But it appears that the second pack from that previous pit cycle, over the course of the... Oh my gosh, 3 wide with the lapper.
3 wide.
But it appeared... Oh, Carson Reed got loose there. Almost allowed the 97 to slide in there and make it 3 wide. But you see that second pack back there. The leader of that pack has gained 5/10. Now, part of that was during the pit tomfoolery, but now you can see him as they glide onto the backstretch behind the lead pack. So don't leave those guys out of the question. It's possible that they'll catch these guys. They've got more drivers. They might be running faster laps. Let's see if they gained any coming to the line this time. Because we'll get... Oh no, they net lost. They lost 200ths. So, yeah.
3 wide down the backstretch.
Yeah, and they just pinched Greg Bauer into the wall there. And looks like Aiden Davis, back end, got a little loose there. Not going to give Greg Bauer any room. It looks like they're exiling him from their small 4-car pack here. And now Aiden Davis looking to the inside of Jordan Harding, but thought better of it. Now he's going to try again down the back straightaway. And once again, thought better of it.
Jay Audrey's leading that second pack. They're catching this front group.
So you know how Aiden Davis tried to exile the 4 from the pack? The 4 told him what he thought of that, pinched him into the wall and didn't give him any room, and now he passed him. Of course, Greg Bauer's a lap down, but I still think that's great. By far the class of the lap cars today. I mean, he's up there competing with the leaders. If he was a lead lap car, he might be up there. But anyway, pit stops continue in lap 51. Let's move over to our pit lane camera and take a look. So it looks like Richard Smith was already on there, took an early pit stop. So now you got Liam Haley, Aiden Davis, and I believe that's... Nah, I'm gonna need to get. I'm gonna need that car to get a little closer to get a good look. Okay, yeah, that is Scott McMurray. I believe Scott McMurray came off of the second pack as they come into the pit lane. As more cars will dive in on the other end. Aiden Davis gonna come out of his pit stall. Can he beat Liam Haley off? Liam Haley's gonna come out of his pit box. He'll beat him. Let's see if Scott McMurray can have a better exit this time. Oh, no, not quite. And you see Greg Bauer coming into his pit stall at the front of the pack. Carson Reed led that lap, 191 coming across the front, coming across start finish. It appears these cars, I think at this track, the aero package, they can just draft because he did 191 on his own. But then when they were all in a pack, they were doing like 200. Anyway,
Yeah,
cars
early in the
fly
race,
out there.
Scott McMurray doing 2:07 at one point. That was the fastest I'd seen anyone run
One guy
at
did
this
a
track.
2:10 across the line. So,
I believe it would be Scott McMurray that did that
wouldn't be shocked.
during the first one.
Yeah, these guys have been flying when they're in packs. So anyway, Liam Haley and Aiden Davis are battling for the front spot, as the 3-car Ryan Gallagher's leading due to some pit tomfoolery. So currently the 79 and the 97 are not in the top 10. The rest of the cars must be on pit road, as they're going to catch Jordan Harding now. Jordan Harding tried to side draft a 97 there. Didn't quite do that, but he did manage to slow down Liam Haley. That's going to give Aiden Davis not only a comfortable lead, but also the lone draft help, or the lone car to draft of Greg Bauer. That puts Aiden Davis in a good position, as he doesn't even have to pick off Greg Bauer, but these guys do. And he has Carson Reed to draft off of, which I believe Carson Reed is on the lead lap. We'll find out here as they come down the front straightaway, but Liam Haley and Jordan Harding close that right there. And yep, Carson Reed is your leader, as he's gonna, but not anymore. He slides way up the track. Aiden Davis takes the lead, but now Jordan Harding's looking to the inside of Aiden Davis. Out of 4 and cross the start-finish line, Jordan Harding will continue to lead with the 4-car. Greg Bauer, man, I just feel so bad for him. If he wasn't a lapper, he'd be contending for the win right now.
Yeah, that is a strong car. Something had to have happened to him on pit road, because he's all the way back here, but he's very clearly a strong car who's just gotten pierced with the bad luck arrow.
Yeah. Liam
And
Haley
they're
now
catching the
leading.
24 of Matt Parks as well.
Matt Parks, I believe, is another lap car. So yet another lap car in this pack would be an interesting wrench to throw into this group. But speaking of packs, that second pack we were talking about, Ryan Gallagher must have done some different pit tomfoolery than the other guys, as he's 2.8 seconds back. But then Jay Rogers, who was leading that pack, was well, now he's 2.8 seconds back, but they've not lost time, so maybe they'll start gaining again, but even then, unless there's a caution, I think it's any of these guys up front who are going to win. I don't think anybody else has a shot. And no, that does not include Greg Bauer.
It's a matter of how much they close as long. It's a matter of how much they close as they come to the line.
Oh, Greg Bauer going to make it 3 wide. Coming onto the back straightaway, you saw Aiden Davis had to manhandle that car to keep it straight. Into 3 and 4. Greg Bauer has the inside line. Jordan Harding staying in the middle. See, what they've been doing is the leader's been running the middle lane in 3 and 4. I've seen this from a few different cars today. They've been running the middle lane. But I honestly think they should just stick to the middle in 1 and 2 here because of that bump. Because you saw Greg Bauer, he was running the inside, and then he hit that bump, and then Jordan Harding had to glide up. So if the leader could run the middle in 1 and 2, he could maintain it as they run 3 wide into 3 and 4. Carson Reed almost just quarter paneled the 79, but now he's going to clear him almost, not quite. Liam Haley got that run. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Aiden Davis trying to figure out what he can do to throw his hat in the ring, as he's going to poke around on the inside. And Jordan Harding's going to be the one to make it 3 wide.
Greg Bauer looking to the inside of Matt Parks. That is for position.
This is an important pass right here. This is an important pass right here, because if Greg Bauer can clear Matt Parks, if Greg Bauer can clear Matt Parks, then he can leave Matt Parks in the dust, and Matt Parks can be left to get lapped, and Greg Bauer can be locked into the lucky dog position. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, as Carson Reed has too good of a car to let Greg Bauer run away, as he's going to look to the inside. So now we have, Aiden Davis going to cross the 89 car there. Almost spun himself out as they go on to pit lane. Let's move back to our pit lane. Actually, we'll do that later. I want to analyze this fight here a little bit more. You see the 4 and the 24? This lead pack, it's going to reassemble again after the pit cycles. We already know exactly what's going to happen. But the thing with these guys is now there's two different battles going on at the same time. You have the battle for the lead with the 65, the 97, the 79, the 89, everybody, all the regular candidates. But then you have the 4 and the 24. They're going to be battling for that position. And not only that, but also battling for who gets the lucky dog and who's just simply on the lead lap coming to this caution. So they're coming to if there's a caution. There's always an if, but I think there will be, considering the track surface we're working with here. So this will be an interesting closing laps here, as Aiden Davis is going to lead Liam Haley off at the pit lane as Greg Bauer rolls into his stall. Scott McMurray rolling into his as well. Tough break for Scott McMurray, man. He looked to have the dominant car before the first pit cycle. And then what's usually an advantage to these cars just spelled his death sentence for today. I'm not even sure how far back he was running without pit cycles. See, right there. Just cannot catch a break.
A lot of these cars having to make sharp pit exits because of cars in front of them.
Yeah. All right, well, with that, most of the field has been down pit road, so let's move back up to, let's head to the 79 car, William Haley, right behind the 4 car. So it looks like the pack is slowly coming back to normal form as Carson Reed stayed out on track last lap. It looks like Aiden Davis and Liam Haley are going to pop down to the inside of the 4 car here as they fly by the 76. What can I say? Aiden Davis got loose. And with that, Liam Haley's going to look to the inside, coming to 3 and 4.
Greg Bauer again trying to fight with Liam Haley to try to get his lap back.
You know who I think might get the dominant point today? Just way out on a limb here.
Yes.
And I'm not positive. So naturally, I would think Scott McMurray, because he led the most laps consistent. Oh, gosh. Jordan Harding almost held up the entire pack there. Liam Haley got by him safely. The other two, not so much, but they still maintained a good chunk of their speed. But anyway, it's either going to be Scott McMurray, because he led the most laps consistently, or Ryan Gallagher. Hear me out here. These guys have been fighting for the lead, exchanging the lead every lap. Ryan Gallagher, his pit strategy has allowed him to lead most of the laps that these guys are on pit road. So, who knows? We'll see when the officials tally it up. But here's that battle I was talking about. Matt Parks and Greg Bauer, as they're currently fighting for position. These two guys. It's going to get interesting with them thrown into the same hat as the leaders. But the two current leaders are a little bit farther ahead of them. That's Jordan Harding and Liam Haley. Not in that order. They're trying to battle it out. Harding almost to the bumper of the 79 car. He's going to look to the inside. Matt Parks dives to the inside before the turn. Almost put the bumper to the 89. And you got the 4 right behind him. Not sure why the 4 didn't make a move on the 24 through there. But they might just be trying to cycle in and shove. Well, now he's making a move. Matt Parks gets loose and Greg Bauer is going to look on the inside. See, this is the funny part. You've got 2 lap cars.
Probably helped Bauer with the 97 all over his back bumper.
Yeah, but you've got 2 lap cars were leading both packs of the leaders. That is hilarious to me. But anyway, now you've got Aiden Davis leading the inside, and he's going to roll by Greg Bauer. Oh, not quite. He got loose. That's going to allow Carson Reed. That's going to allow Carson Reed to take advantage of that. Will he get the position? 97 trapped on the high side as Matt Parks had his nose in there. 3 wide through 3 and 4. That's going to shake things up entirely. Now Liam Haley and Carson Reed are in the 2 top spots. As we're now on lap 73. 10 to go here at Atlanta. Things are about to get interesting.
Do our leaders have enough fuel to make it to the end, though? That is the question.
No.
This one might come down to...
I don't think this is going to be a fuel mileage race. I think I think they're going to have to pit on like lap 76 or 77 or something like that, and then I think they'll be good from there, but who knows? I haven't been keeping up too well with the pit strategy. But what I am keeping up with, and what the cars behind him aren't keeping up with, is Liam Haley, as he's emerged a slight bit of a lead here. Coming into 3 and 4. Liam Haley, your winner last week, and he's been great today. We might be seeing an early favorite here, like I said, in pre-race. But keep in mind here, as we take a look at the scoreboard here, and see what his speed across the line was. 188.382. It's a little slower than the general race pace has been today. And then you've got the other guys in the second pack there. They've gained a little bit, but not quite enough. And yep, pit strategy. 75. As Liam Haley's going to dive in all by his lonesome. So this could turn into a fuel mileage race. I don't think it will, though. Man, Liam Haley all by himself. He looks so lonely diving into his pit stall as Greg Bauer leads the pack of leaders after, I believe that's Scott McMurray down there.
3 more coming down pit road. 4 is now.
There goes Liam Haley.
Like the 97 of Aiden Davis among them.
All right, taking a look at previous footage, it looks like their last pit cycle was about 10 laps ago, so they will have enough to make it confirmed. It's just going to be interesting to see who has the best. See, this pit stop right here, this is what matters for all of these teams. If you mess up here, you're completely messed up. And speaking of messing up, that's something that it appears Scott McMurray didn't quite do there. He had a slightly better pit exit. He's going to merge ahead of Richard Smith. See, that's all he needs. He just needs a car to his outside. And it looks like he's going to come out right behind the 79 car. Oh, we have some interesting stuff happening here. It looks like Aiden Davis is your current leader of the group post-pits. As the rest of the cars either haven't pitted or are on pit road. I think they will. We'll have to see, though. I think that group that Liam Haley's in, I think they've come with the leaders, especially since Greg Bauer's coming out there. That's a telltale sign that this is the same group, so the fight for the lead might become a lot bigger here. Though it's not guaranteed, as a good chunk of those cars might not have pitted yet. Let's take a look at the standings here. Still nothing. 3 wide back there for second. Or at least what will become, you guys know what I mean. Jay Rogers going to emerge to the outside there. He's going to come out. Oh, yeah. I think Tommy Hoffman's about to dive down to pit road. Yep. All right, so some of those cars haven't pitted yet. Well, anyway, Scott McMurray has pitted. So these guys are up there. That second pack has caught them.
2 to go.
3 to go. This is getting interesting now. I think some cars might have manipulated manipulated pit strategy a little bit. Let's see who leads as they come off. And now 2 to go with the 56 car of Brady Xavier leading. Let's see if we can find him, because we're real close to the end here. Yeah, he's coming off a 2 just after pit strategy. Yeah, and he's going to come out right with Matt Kortz in them. He's going to slow down the 91 and the 79 as they come onto the white flag. And Jordan Harding is actually your leader now. Oh, man. Jordan Harding just played a really smart move here. You know what Jordan Harding did? I think he might have.
He played that perfectly.
Yep. I wonder if he's pitted or not. I'm honestly not sure. He might have just taken 2 though. But anyway, Jordan Harding will come out of turn 4.
Well,
and he will win CSRA Racing here at Atlanta.
What a finish. Pit strategy perfect.
Well, I mean, I said at the beginning of this race that A caution. I said that without cautions, this wasn't going to be a fuel mileage race, but it looks like I was wrong. People just decided to stretch it. And Jordan Harding is your winner with some interesting shakeups in the top 10. Second place finisher is Carson Reed. Third is going to be Ryan Gallagher, no show all day. Then you get some of the guys that we were looking at for the entire day. You've got 97 car of Aiden Davis going to finish a cool 4th. Matt Kortz in 5th. Then Liam Haley in 6th. Another car that was tossed around for the lead all day. Scott McMurray, the dominant car early, is going to finish 7th. 8th place is going to be Richard Smith in the 02. 9th is Jay Rogers in the 13th. And 10th, rounding out the top 10, is Justin Bryant in the 91 car. So with that, caution-free race here at Atlanta, but some really good racing all day. Very fast, very tight, at least amongst the cars that were actually together. So with that being said, we thank you for watching today's race, and we will see you again on Monday for CSRA Racing at Pocono.